2 hours of just like silence.
Oh, that would have been fun.
It's been so much fun. Okay, so music's a bit loud. Can I get some speaking?
Speaking.
Hello.
Okay. I mean,
Hi.
when the day comes, I will actually like add audio inputs individually, which I think I can do.
Imagine not using desktop audio like us plebs.
So for the time being, yeah, I'll just do whatever. Let me just add it to each one of the. Okay, I can just Control C, Control V. Cool. Cool. So now I always have audio. Okay, there you go. We can now start. You find yourselves in a tavern. You are in a large coastal town filled with sailors. The tavern is bustling, filled to the brim. I need to stop using filled. Full to the brim of drunken sailors, happy bards, barmaids getting sexually harassed, and just general beings of light. In the center, we see a round table and 3 friends. Seems like a adventuring party. Drink happily. First, we see a massive Goliath, covered head to toe in beautiful splint armor, with a massive mace, or maul, on his back. Ingor, the paladin of conquest, drinks 2 beers at a time. Next to him, we see a more reserved and quiet dragonborn, completely covered in gunpowder and guns and different pellets. Maslow, the fighter gunslinger. And next to them, you can just about see her. She is sitting down there, just about. You can kind of see like the top of her head. Ursula, the warlock halfling, with her ale as well. Maslow, just drinking some water, you know.
Come on.
That's it. That's it. The scene is set. You're all merry, drinking. What do you do? Spark up a conversation.
Does that have to be specific? Does that have to be?
I guess we drink.
Does shit like this have to be in a specific order?
No. Just whatever. Anyone. Just like, you know, for example, just act like, for example, like.
I stand up to get Marslow some beer because he refuses to drink.
What should I get me a fucking daiquiri? I don't have any ID on me. I don't think I'll accept halflings, so make up something.
I'll get stuff for Ursula as well.
Okay, so Igor stands up after downing 2 of his beers. He may be a Goliath, but he's starting to get there, you know. He's starting to get a bit drunk. He staggers towards the bar, steely-eyed determination, but quite of a squiggly line when it comes to walking. Walks up to the bar, slams his arm onto it, and looks straight into the eyes of the bartender. A old elf, pretty well built, with a massive scar down his eye. The bartender says, "Pick your poison."
Just give me some beer already.
One jug of ale. I've already seen that you've already ordered quite a bit. I know you're a Goliath, and you know we're all sailors here, and we're all happy and all that. But you know, I'm worried about your health. You know.
Who the fuck are you, bitch? I'm a fucking inquisitor. I have seen enough in my life to be ordered around by someone like you.
Hey, this is my tavern. I can kick you out anytime I want to. Okay?
Try me, bitch. Try me.
Okay, I actually want to stand up if that's possible and try to keep Tic Tac calm. Or Ingor, I should say. I try to hold him back, like, it's not worth it.
So Marslow, hearing all of the commotion of how Ingor instantly wanted to start a fight about 2 seconds into the roleplay, he walks up to Ingor, puts his hands on his shoulder with an apologetic look. Who are you? His friend?
I guess you could say that. I'm not sure myself.
Cool.
What is his deal, anyways?
You know, he had a little bit too much to drink tonight. It's we're just gonna go our way, and we don't want any trouble.
You're gonna go your way, but today is the most important night. There was gonna be a lusty Agonian maid coming over to sing.
Yeah,
The lusty Argonian maids.
we'll be looking forward to this.
The best band in the realm.
Am I gonna get the beers or not?
I'm just
Fine.
sitting at the table. You guys have fun over there. Don't want anyone stealing it.
The bartender looks at Ingor, then at Martha, and then back at Ingor. Fine, 1 ale. He goes, turns around, and then fills up an entire jug of ale, and then sloppily slams it down onto the bar, and he says, 3 silver.
Shit, do I have silver?
For reference, 3 silver is extremely overpriced. Just so yeah, knows you guys get used to it. If I remember correctly, it's meant to be like 5 copper, so 5 bronze or copper.
And
So
for
3
reference,
silver.
how much?
1 copper, I believe it's 100 silver. So it's like the 300
Wait,
times the
100 copper is 1 silver.
1 silver. I believe.
So he's charging 100 times more than his usual.
Yeah.
The
We in the
question is, do we
capital
know
city or
that?
something?
course we do.
You would know that. The reason why I am telling you because this is the kind of thing that you would know from playing. So like you would definitely know that the price of an ale is not 3 fucking silver.
Yeah, I mean, like, do our character know that it's overpriced?
Oh no, yeah. I mean like take into account, like you guys have lived in this world your entire
Yeah,
life. It's like if
right.
it's like if you go for a coffee and then someone tells you 600 euros for that coffee, you know.
Yeah, then I'm probably just gonna say,
3 silver.
you know, that's a little bit overpriced. Tic Tac, just do what you need to. I'm
Ingor,
going back to
Ingor.
the table. Ingor, yeah. So
So what kind of shit is in your beer that it's worth that much?
It's always just a little fun gag, you know. It's actually 5 copper.
Sure, I'll take the beer and go back to a table.
Okay, so in this case, you would have to like change your copper, so then you already lost 5 copper. You already
So
spent it.
where do I see the copper?
So first page, bottom middle, you see CP, SP, EP, GP, PP.
Pee-pee.
PP.
Oh wait, that's like
PP
copper,
is
silver.
Ethereum, but no one uses Ethereum. It's a fucking
Yeah.
Most of them use Bitcoin, I know.
It's copper, silver. Actually, no, it's just Ethereum. It's Ethereum or something. I'm not sure. No one uses that. Gold and then platinum.
I'm
And
gonna use a
platinum.
little halfling room. BRB. You guys have fun.
The little half.
Are there different currencies in this world?
No, it's one general currency. Copper,
It's
silver, gold,
6.
platinum.
So I would have 75 left.
Yeah, you have 75 less. Okay, so Ingor takes the ale that he seems to have forgotten that was for Mars, not for himself, and
Just when I'm
walks
too angry. No.
and walks back to the table. The bartender tells himself, "Geez, tough crowd." Ingor sits down with his ale, joining Mars and Marslow and Ursula.
So what did the guy say? Are we waiting for? I totally didn't pay attention.
Argonian
This-
singer or something?
The lusty Argonian maid. It is the best.
Ah, yeah.
It is the best bard band in the entire realm. But
so that's what we're here for.
this is the kind of things that usually one good thing is to to like write down stuff. I mean, this is a pretty inconsequential thing. It doesn't really matter, but like for more important stuff, it's always good to like have notes and write them down, like different information with different things, which I should also be doing because I'm the one who has to like remember these things, especially. But
Well, for a tutorial session, it doesn't.
yeah,
matter
for a
as much
session.
as-
Yeah. So normal
Yeah.
things that people would do in this situation, for example, is like someone would say like I just look around the tavern, and then that would give me a cue. If you say I look around the tavern, that would give me a cue so that I can explain to you exactly in more detail what this tavern has and the people and all these different things, and you can see something interesting and go like, oh, I want that, for example. It's just, this is my very subtle way of someone say that, please.
Okay, I take a sip of my water and like I'm looking around very carefully
Okay, so
and not too obvious.
Maslow, after sipping some of his water, as the good boy that he is, even though he's neutral, but well, I mean, you're all stupid at the end of the day. I forgot.
I was so lawfully good. You saw that, right?
Tic Tac is getting in the mindset of this. You look around and everywhere around you it's bustling. Sailors just there's sailors on top of the table singing sea shanties while drinking with their mates. Barmaids squeezing past effortlessly, that it just looks mesmerizing, like some sort of dance, trifling between all of the arms and legs and drinks flying around. It's all a very big hoot in one corner, and I will have you, Mars, throw me perception, please.
Okay, now we come to the point where you have to tell me
Okay, so
what I have to do.
throws. You see all of your beautiful dice. Ignore every single one except the D20. All of the other dice are for like effects and sort of like, for example, one weapon deals like 1d10 damage or different things. D20 is the de facto decider of like how actions go, how all these different things are. So whenever I tell you to throw something like these are called checks. So you're doing a perception check to see how well you can perceive stuff. So you would throw a d20.
Yeah.
And then you would check at the left side of your first page.
Yeah,
you
it's
would,
plus
you would
5.
check where it says, perception. So, okay, throw.
Oh, it's gonna be so hard hitting the camera. So it's a 3. You can't see it, but it's a 3.
I can't see it, but yeah, I trust it. Okay, so you get a 3.
It's too small and it doesn't really focus, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's more the network, but I mean, it's fine. So long as...
So 3 plus
it's
5, right?
Yep.
So it would be like an 8.
Yep. So Mars looks at one corner and you can see it's like a congregation of people, but I don't know. Maybe he's just getting a contact drunk, but just being next to Ingor, just him emanating such drunken feeling, he just kind of can't focus, and he's just looking at that corner, and he just sees people, just a big congregation of people. No clue what it is, but it's just a big congregation of people in that one corner.
Okay, so I'm curious, and I'm gonna excuse myself to go to the toilet, but in real, I'm gonna check out what the people in the corner are doing.
Okay, do you want to make it? Do you want to walk over there like so that people don't notice you, or are you just going
Yeah,
to
right.
walk?
I want to walk by and like look very carefully what they are
Okay.
doing.
Okay, so Ursula and Ingor see how Maslow very politely stands up, says he's going to excuse himself to the bathroom, and walks the completely wrong direction towards the bathroom. You didn't ask where the bathroom was, you just kind of started walking. You see how he walks the completely wrong direction towards the bathroom, towards a bustling nest of people.
I'm too drunk to understand. And...
Yeah, this is something that could happen commonly to me. So yeah.
So okay.
I don't pay attention to it.
Ursula? Do you just
Right,
let
so
it
there's
happen?
there's a massive group of people in the corner, so I'm just like, okay, what they doing? Is something interesting gonna happen? Are they playing some nice card games? Are some bets going on? Never know. But then TikTok, no,
Ingor. It's very
Sorry.
subtle, I know.
Ingor. So Ingor's just there on the table. His head's starting to dip a little bit. I think the beer's getting to him, to be honest.
Definitely.
And I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. So I'm just like, Maslow is like about to have an anxiety attack, like pretending to go to the bathroom, but also trying to edge closer to all these people. It's frankly an embarrassment to be associated with someone like that in a bar.
So, what do you do? Then?
Okay. I'm curious. So I'm just gonna like slide like the rest of my half full glass to Ingor and like just be like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna be 5 minutes. I'm just gonna check out what's going on in that corner over there. Just don't die about me, bro.
Mm-hmm. So,
I
Ursula
walk up
sees how Mars, yeah?
confidently.
Ursula
Stride-
sees how
stride
Mars
over.
just doesn't know what the hell he's doing, or at least doesn't know what he's saying, and just follows him, just behind, careful not to get kicked by people who can't see you. So both of you arrive at this bustling table, and it's a gambling table. There's just people just playing dice there. They're just, just a whole bunch of them just throwing dice. There's two people in the center. There is silver and copper coins everywhere on top of that table, and there is two dice. 2 D20 dice just on the table. They are playing the traditional game of Skrupla, which is just a simple dice off. Nothing special. It's just throwing dice, and people are taking their bets, drinking their beers and ales, and you guys are now part of it. You get shoved into the multitude by a particularly sassy barmaid who just walks by and just pushes you in, and now you're surrounded by people not social distancing. Unfortunately, Ursula, when she gets pushed, she headbutts someone's ale out of their hand, and then that gets poured on top of one of the players. He stands up. He is a tiefling. Sorry, he is a massive, slender tiefling, standing proud at 2 meters 2. very, very unusual. His build is still extremely slender, kind of like if a wind or a breeze can just snap it in half. He stands up and yells, "Who did that to me?"
I say, excuse me. Do you know where the toilet is?
What are you saying, Dragonborn? The tiefling
I'm
walks up to Maslow, looking at him, steely-eyed. Was it you, huh? You're trying to throw me out of my game, huh? Well,
no.
How
I'm just
about-
looking for the toilet.
yeah, well, now you are in here. He grabs Maslow by the arm and pulls him into the table, and then sits him down at the other side. You and I are gonna play some skratta, and the prize is not going to be money. It's going to be blood. Here, the tiefling pulls out a knife and stabs it onto the table. Tic Tac, you were saying?
Do I hear that?
Yes. It was a pretty big commotion. The tiefling is so tooled that basically everyone in the tavern saw that and basically turned around and went, "What? What's going on?"
So
there was just silence.
So
As
I
the tiefling-
kind of tumbling over there and I'm like, dude, I'm already drunk. Imagine that.
Imagine that, yeah.
What are you shouting at? What's going on here? What is this kind of bullshit?
Goliath. Huh.
Huh.
Your kind's pretty rare around here. The tiefling walks up to you. People separate around the tiefling, almost as if touching him would kill them. He walks up to you as well and tells him, "What are you shouting about then?"
Well, you did a whole bunch of commotion here and touched my friend over there. So you started it all. So what is it about me now?
So, you're friends with that dragonborn that colored me in ale, huh?
So what? It's a fucking bar. There's alcohol everywhere. Do you want a new one? Go over there. It's only 3 silver, I've heard.
So
3
that's
silver.
actually not the truth. I was just looking for the toilet. I didn't do anything.
See, he didn't do anything. I trust my friend. He didn't do shit. It's just you making a bunch of nonsense.
Let's see.
So,
Well,
so what do you want to play here?
So
What means blood?
So the tiefling looks at Ingo, looks at Maslow, and then punches Ingo in the face. Wait.
Hey! No need to get serious here, guys. Whoa. Getting intense. What's going on?
Tavern brawl.
I'm just turning my back to the brawl and I'm talking
Jugs.
to another guy. Do you know where the toilet is?
Jugs start flying everywhere. It's a tavern brawl. Every man to themselves. Tables are starting to get flipped. People are starting to punch each other. No one has any semblance of just rational thinking. Usu is trampled, frankly, by 2 men wrestling each other. Maslow gets head-butted, and Ingo, as I already said, got punched by the tiefling. What do we do?
Okay.
Whoa, that's kind of rude there, man. How exactly would I use spells? Let me see. What can I do?
Well, let's see. So you could use spells and these different things, but from the spells that you have, like all of them are a bit too. Like you have hold person, for example. So like you can paralyze someone.
Hold.
But
Okay. You know what? I'm
example?
gonna take that tiefling and throw him throughout the whole fucking bar to the other end of the fucking
Okay.
thing.
Well, then you know what that means, Tic Tac.
What?
Throw for strength.
Okay. Directly strength, or is it like
Strength.
something...
It is a no. This is strength because this is what is called a confronted or whatever it's called. You are throwing against someone else. So we are
okay.
basically seeing who is stronger out of the two.
Let's see. Okay, let's see. That's a 9, I think. Yeah. Do I get +3 on that, or is it just a regular one?
Yep, +3.
So it's a 12.
Okay, so we see how Ingo looks up and down at the tiefling who just punched him with not much force, to be honest. He seems to be all bark, no bite. He looks at how he's just so frail and skinny and just kind of grabs him by the waist and just yeet across the bar. Unfortunately, Ingo's a bit too drunk to use all of his raw power and strength. So he just kind of lands on the bar and just kind of knocks over tons of glasses and falls behind the bar. The bartender is...
I yell, here you got your beer, you bastard, after all of that.
The bartender looks at Ingo fuming. Not the bottles. You can fight, but not my bottles. In the meantime, Maslow has a guy tackling him against a table. You are on the table that had the knife stabbed into it and all of the money on it. What do you do?
Okay. Yeah, I try to reach as fast as possible for the money and shove it into my shirt or something. Or in my
tackled
trousers.
by a man and you're just like... Okay, you know what? Okay, throw sleight of hand to see how much money you manage to grab.
Okay, so it's D20 plus 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Tavern Bros is the best way of
Oh,
introducing people into D&D, by the way.
it's
how much
like
did you
a
get?
1 plus 3,
Ooh!
4.
No, that's
It's critical
that's
mistake,
a nat
right?
one. That's a critical
Critical
mistake.
failure. Yeah.
So
Oh, come on.
Maslow goes to grab all of the coins as he can. He flails trying to grab it. He's a bit caught up in the moment. He doesn't really control what he does. And while the guy's wrestling on top of him, you guys kind of like tumble around, and the knife, you kind of accidentally grab the knife
Oh, no.
and just kind of slash his throat. You just killed a man trying to grab money. So, you now have a man who's choking on his own blood, bleeding all over you now. Of course, the rest of the Tavern Brawl doesn't give a shit. Everyone else is just fighting the fuck out of each other.
Well, okay, it could be
Hey,
worse, I guess.
Motherfucking
Then I
murders
say,
a man.
I'm like, whoa, what the hell are you doing? I just
Well,
threw
no,
him.
you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
I wouldn't even see it. Okay.
I was
Take
just
into
looking
account
for the
you are just-
toilet.
He starts looking for the toilet, ends up murdering a man. So,
I wouldn't
yeah.
see it.
No, yeah, because take into account the table is in one corner, and you just threw a man towards the bar, which is at the other side of the tavern. So you are currently looking at the bar, not at the table.
I see.
Okay.
Okay.
So while Tic Tac shows off his impressive strength even while drunk, and Mars becomes a murderer, Ursula is still getting is in between a lot of legs, asses, and dicks fighting each other. And through the miasma of body parts, you see at the other side a man just trying to pickpocket everything he can. And no, it's not Mars. It's another man. He is on the floor on all fours, just grabbing whatever he can. Shit out of pockets, shit on the floor. He's just drinking ale that just fell down. What do you do about that? With this man?
Okay. I mean, it's just a guy. There's so many other people around. Don't really give a shit about him. My question
Damn it, for fuck's sake.
My question is there like a chandelier like at the top of the tavern? You know, with some nice candles on it and stuff.
Now there is.
Okay, because think about it. Shit just hit the fan, right? And the whole place is just covered in all kinds of alcoholic ethanol.
Oh my
meth,
god.
right?
I'm creating
What if-
murderers. I'm creating
what if-
murderers. Oh fuck. Yes, continue.
I really want to go balls to the wall. If we just like, because probably I'm not going to leave here alive. I may as well like just try to get us out in this absolute chaotic mayhem. If I just somehow maybe get onto that chandelier, maybe do a little bit of a swish swish, maybe
Well-
just try to turn it a little bit and it go down, whole place go kaboom, and we can all make a run for it.
So I'm just saying, you have a spell that is called Cloud of Daggers. And it creates a cloud of daggers. It's what it does. I'm just saying, there's rope, a ton of daggers flying around. It's a possibility. That, or you just kind of Eldritch blast it to death, which is always a good idea.
Yeah, fuck, we'll blast the cunt.
Sorry, what?
Blast the cunt.
What?
Blast them.
Blast? You want to use Eldritch Blast on the chandelier?
Yeah, whole place go kaboom. Then we're gonna run out of everyone and gonna gather the whole squad. And then we're like, look, guys, gotta get out of here.
Are we all gonna die?
Okay, so Ursula, as the chaotic stupid she is, spots a chandelier on the roof. Obviously, I mean, what the fuck I was about to say. Spots the chandelier in the tavern, and has a brilliant idea. And by brilliant, I mean, oh my fucking god, what have I created? She goes like, I have my Trico poop here, and I know Eldritch Blast. How about I just don't? If I just, so Ursula jumps on a table to get a good line of sight, holds her orb up towards the chandelier, and out of it comes just hell in a pitch black lightning beam, which destroys the cable holding up the chandelier, which plummets down. It falls on top of Ingor, who is standing in the center of the tavern. So I'm gonna have you, Ingor, throw a what? Oh, I'll have you throw. I'll have you throw a dexterity check. So this is the first saving throw we have. Okay, so you can see that above all of your skills, there's something called saving throws. Well, saving throws is to, in this case, you react to something or protect you from something, all these different things. So for example, if Tic Tac said, "I want to jump onto the chandelier," that would be acrobatics. But because Tic Tac is reacting to something, he's trying to save himself. We don't use acrobatics; we use dexterity. So I want you to throw a d20 and then add your dexterity modifier.
I mean,
Which
my
is
modifier
zero.
Okay.
You're gonna. Wow, Tic Tac is actually gonna die. No, nah.
I threw 19.
Ooh, okay. So, Ursula, Actually, wait, what the fuck is... No. I need more brawl music. Stop giving me this nice thing. Okay, so, Ingor. Well, Ursula, after shooting down the chandelier without seeing that his party mate is right dead center underneath it, luckily Ingor just kind of stumbles on himself because he's so drunk and does a perfect combat barrel roll out of that chandelier, completely on accident. But hey ho, we got there. Well, I mean, just the floor starts bursting into flames. I mean, I don't know what you're doing. There's just a mass panic now. Except a couple really fucking drunk people who keep on beating the shit out of each other and don't care. So now the tavern's on fire. Why is the first question. That's the first question. Why? But the second question is, Ingor is near the flames, and he does realize it. I would have you throw perception, but at this point, if you don't realize it, you're a bit of an idiot. But that's actually kind of true as well. So Ingor realizes it. Ursula, I mean, she caused it. It was her idea. And then Maslow, kind of like, because he's laying down on the table still with a man on top of him, dead man, because he killed him, he does kind of like, out of the corner of his eye, he does start to see some flames behind him, so he also realizes that. A lot of people are starting to try to flee, others are still brawling, a couple dead, mainly because Mars. What do you do?
In general?
I mean, just, what are you gonna do? You have set the tavern on fire. You need to do something now. React to it. Try not to die, maybe.
I'm gonna search for the nearest, like, door and, like, run against it with full force to open it up.
So...
I'm gonna run to Maslow.
Okay, so...
Feeling pretty fun.
So, tic-tac... So, Ingor spots a door right behind the bar. And he runs towards it, but not before encountering the tiefling and the bartender from before, who are very fucking pissed. They stop you in your tracks, and the bartender punches you in the face. Throw me a Constitution save.
How do I do that?
D20, and then add your Constitution saving modifier. Constitution.
Oh,
plus one of the stats. Yeah.
Plus
3.
Okay. 10. 7 plus 3.
Okay, so Ingor falls to the ground from the hit. He's had a bit too much to drink, and yeah, he's just kind of not in it right now. So the punch was pretty good, mainly because the tiefling didn't do it, but the bartender, who's a lot more rugged, did. Ingor hits the ground with a massive crash and starts seeing fire all around it.
Just a meta question.
Yep.
If I precisely said a door which I can, like, easily find, would I have ran to a different one?
I mean, the main way that I'm thinking this is you're looking at the bar, and there is a bar door right next to it. Like, in front of you, you have to your right, you have a bar door, and then to your left, but out of sight, is actually getting out of the tavern, which is what would have made more sense. So you just kind of went for the first door. You found.
Okay, so I could have worded it better.
You could have just said, "I tried to leave," or like, "I run to the door from which we came in from." But you kind of said the first door, and I'm gonna punish you because of it. So you just kind of you are running. Okay, you are currently running towards where all of the alcohol and food is stored. It's a completely closed room. There's no reason why you should be in there, running away from fire. But you're so piss-faced drunk, you just kind of ran. And then the bartender was like, you're not gonna move over there. So now we see Ursula jumping head. Wait, actually no, wait. How do you want to run towards Mars?
I'm just kind of there, just invading everyone. You know what I mean? Just
Okay.
kind of.
I was gonna say if you want to, you can also jump on people's heads, but you would have to throw for that if you want to.
Let's fucking throw for it. Come on,
Throw for it. Okay, so throw me some acrobatics.
acrobatics.
Wait, the dice cam's not working. No, or whatever. What did you get?
Hold on. This fucking okay. 18.
Ooh, so 18, but 18 or 18 plus 2?
Hold on.
Because you have a 2 on acrobatics.
Yeah.
So 18 plus 2, that's a 20. Not nat 20, so it's not crit. But it's still a really good throw. So Ursula, you know, just remember she is a Lightfoot. Wait, what did Lightfoot do? I have it. Oh no, you just nimble, walk through creatures that are bigger than you. Okay, yeah. So Ursula, because she is a Lightfoot halfling, you know, they're very quick on their feet. They're very good at moving around. She's just jumping from head to head. Honestly, like it's pretty impressive. She's just boing, 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 you know. And then she arrives at Marslow, still just on the table with his dead lover.
Saber got one record at a marathon, by the way.
Oh, let's go. GG. So, what do you do, Usu?
Wait, has Mars still got the dead body on him, or is
Yep,
it still
yep.
like?
Still dead
I'm
body
just
on him.
screaming, can somebody help me, please?
He's just kind of he just has a dead man who he just killed on
Is it
him.
possible to call them tentacles to try and like lift the dead body off, almost?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah. The-
Let's do that.
So-
I'll get you out, buddy. Don't worry.
So, Ursula goes to move the dead body, but the problem is the tables are a bit too tall, so she can't really get a good grasp on it. Throw a strength check with disadvantage. So this is a good way to get you guys into advantages and disadvantages. So when you have advantage or disadvantage, what you do is you throw 2d20s. If you have advantage, you take whichever's best out of the two. If you have disadvantage, you take whichever's the worst out of the two. So I want you right now to throw 2d20s.
Hold on.
Just gonna hit the
no.
toilet real quick.
Nat 1. What did you get?
Snake eyes, bro. Snake eyes on both.
Double nat 1.
But
Luckily,
for next-
no. Luckily, getting double nats doesn't count as like really, really bad.
It shouldn't it, with D20s?
The rules of advantage and disadvantage disallow this. I mean, you know, I could do it, and I am gonna make it specifically bad because of it. But like, it isn't like a specific thing that does happen. So Ursula goes up to help him, and for some reason forgets, you know, like the difference in height, the reason that there's a ton of people around her, that the man who tackled Marslow was actually of a fairly large build, and she goes to push. And then she starts pushing, you know, her hands are high up over her shoulders. She goes to push, and then she steps on she steps on a glass, slips, hits her head, and now she's unconscious on the floor.
I always have the head up.
She's
God
pushing
damn it.
with all of her strength, and just slip, boom, massive hit on her head.
So basically, the two of my friends are both like lying on the ground unconscious right now.
No.
And I'm buried
No.
under that man.
Ingo isn't unconscious. He just got knocked out.
Okay.
Ursula she's out. She's out. The fire continues spreading. Marslow, as the only person with some capabilities, you still have this man on top of you. You can easily push him away. Ursula really didn't have to help you,
Okay.
That
I
much.
see.
you know.
Okay.
You are
I stop
relatively-
screaming and try to push the man away.
You push the man away with ease. He's just a man, you know. He's not that bad. So you are now free, covered in a lot of blood, and the fire's getting increasingly scary, and it's slowly creeping towards Ursula.
Okay, so Ursula is right next to me, right?
Yes, she is on the floor,
Okay.
just knocked out. There's people panicking, but most people have already left because you guys
So,
are idiots.
I want to try to pick up Ursula and throw her to the entrance.
Okay, so you pick her up with relative ease. You pick her up just about, you know, like you've never been the most well-built person. Throw athletics check.
All right. Let's see. I have +4,
Yeah.
and I have, what is this? 14 + 4, 18.
Okay, so despite your relatively weak, I mean, by the way, point of reference, 10 points. Okay, so if you have a 0, that is average. So like a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 would just be your average person. Just
Okay.
like have a reference. Because for example,
I see. Okay.
Maslow's strength is 12, which is weak for a character, but you're still stronger than the average person. But probably people who like dedicate themselves to like training their muscles in the real life would be more towards 14, 15 for like a point of reference. So you're a relatively strong person, but not like a built up person. So you grab Ursula by the waist. She's just a flop dead fish, you know, just ragdoll completely. She's out, just out. That's it. And so is her camera. Your camera's dead.
Yeah, my Chrome just crashed. Don't worry, I'm coming back in. Give me
Amazing.
a 2 minutes.
Amazing. So you just grab her, and then you go back and forth, and heave, and ho, and heave, and by the third time you just let go of her, and she flies across the tavern. She falls face first, so lose 10 HP.
I'm sorry, you only have 39 or something. 38. Oh.
So Usu, Ursula, you lose 10 HP because that was a nasty hit. Like you just
That was a
went
big grub.
up and you went boom and just.
But she doesn't
bombed on the
experience it,
ground.
right? Because she's unconscious. So it's
Does
not
that mean I'm even more unconscious?
If you don't feel it, it doesn't count. So now she's at the entrance, which still has fire near it. I mean, you could have just grabbed it and ran, but and now she's
There's
just.
a reason why I did the throw.
And now she's just face down, ass up, just ragdoll. So we go back to Ingor. He has two very pissed off men looking at him who don't mind burning down with him.
Look, dudes, this was a big misunderstanding. I didn't want any of this. The thing is fucking burning. Let's save ourselves and continue a fight outside, okay?
Yeah, continue the fight outside of my ass. Ow. You just grabbed me, man. Why did you just grab me? So
You fucking punched me, okay? It was just a reaction. I'm sorry.
are you still on the ground, by the way?
I'm slowly trying to stand up.
Okay, so while you're standing up, the tiefling tries to grab you in a press. Throw a disadvantaged strength check because you're still standing
So I
up,
have to
you know?
go too, right?
Yeah, 2d20s or just 1d20 twice. You know, you don't have to do it twice.
Okay, one is 5, the other one is 7, so it's 5 plus 3, meaning it's 8.
Okay, so the tiefling yet again tries to outmatch Tic Tac in just raw, well, Ingo in just raw strength. Because again, he's all bark. He's not really much that bite. So after some fighting around, like some scuffling, you just managed to push him away, and now you're both standing. Your feet are starting to burn. You lose 2 HP.
Yes.
And Maslow, your feet are starting to burn as well. You also lose 2 HP. Ursula, for the time being, is just not far enough.
Okay.
What do you two do? Because
The reason
Maslow
why I
is
did
in the
the throw-
corner.
Yeah, right. So the reason why I did the throw is so basically there's still the table with the money next to me, right?
Oh my god.
And I want to grab the money, or would that be like power play or something? I
Oh,
wanna
you
try
can
it again.
definitely. Oh, you can definitely fucking grab.
Okay, I want to grab
The
the
money.
money.
Okay, so throw again. Sleight of hand. The reason why I am making you throw it. Both the times that I made you throw sleight of hand wasn't to see if you could do it. It's to see
So how much,
much.
right?
Yeah. You can use throws for these kind of things as well. Like throws aren't always to see.
It's a 1 again! Oh no! What the hell?
What's wrong with my dice today? God damn.
So, Baslo goes to grab a lot more money, but panic, there's fire, everything's orange. It's starting to get hard to just breathe. He's really hot, his feet are burning. He's still caring about money because there's only like fucking 40 copper on that table. It's not that much. There's like
I
2
need
silver and
it.
40 copper. So he's just grabbing. He grabs a couple and then just stabs his hand with the knife on the table. With some force as well. How does he do it? He's just swiping. Boom. He now has a knife through his hand. You lose 13 HP.
Oh, okay.
You lose 13 HP and your right hand is incapacitated.
Yeah.
Now, Ingo, you have 2 very pissed off men who are debating whether to push you and kill themselves with you or just to run away. What do you do?
Okay. How can I make this fit with stupid roll? I'm gonna try to grab the tiefling and run away with him just so I can throw him like into a tree outside or something.
Throw for strength.
Only throw.
I rolled a 5.
So you rolled a 5. Oh god.
That means +3 means
Oh
8.
my god. You're lucky he is as dog shit as you are at fucking
So it's-
throwing. So you go to grab this tiefling for seemingly no reason. Because you could just leave. And the tiefling tries to put up a fight, but as I've said many times again, he's all bark, no bite. He's a fucking paperweight, honestly, and not a good one at that. So you just kind of grab him. You put him under your armpit. You grab him. The bartender just looks at you and goes like, I don't get paid enough for this. And he just kind of he just calmly just goes behind the bar, picks up his favorite bottle of fucking liquor, and just walks out. He's just like, my life's crumbling behind me, my entire tavern is burnt down, and there's this fucking Goliath picking up people for no fucking reason. I'm just gonna cut my losses. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'll become a fucking lumberjack. So he just kind of leaves. He's just left. So the fire is getting bad. And I mean bad. But oh fuck, wait. I forgot. Mars is a gold dragonborn, so he's resistant to fire.
Ah, yes!
He's
I didn't
completely
think about
resistant to fire, true. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to explain the subclasses, but we can talk about that later.
Easy.
So Mars is actually very much fine. I mean, very much fine. He has a knife through his hand. because he won't let like 3 pieces of silver go.
Dragon decimated.
So, Usu, I want you to throw a Constitution save with disadvantage to see if you wake up. With disadvantage because of the big fucking bonk you received.
Does that mean 2d20s again?
Yep.
I'm gonna use a different 20 this time because that purple one I don't trust it anymore. Oh fuck me, dude! A 2 and a 4.
Oh, well, I mean, you're fucking sleeping. You are just
Okay.
snore. You start to snore.
No.
You start to snore. Yeah.
You need some sound effects. So I can get you, bro.
My man is just my chick's just fucking sleeping. Okay, Barslow. Incapacitated.
so-
You're a bit toasty at this point. You are resistant to fire, yes, but there's a limit to what resistant is.
Cozy.
I see. So I probably can see that the flames are like creeping up on Ursula. So I'm just gonna get the knife out of my hand, which shouldn't be like hard, right? You can just pull it out.
Okay, throw a Constitution save. Not to pull it out, to see how you react to pulling it out.
It's +5. That's nice.
That is true.
So 18 + 5, so 23.
And just shing, it just comes out. It's like fucking butter. Like, the fuck's this shit? You start bleeding more and you take 5 extra damage because
Oh, damn.
you should never take knives out of sharp wounds, but you know, you decided to.
Can I reverse the 2 fire damage?
Yeah. Actually, take
Okay.
1. Take 1 fire damage.
Okay, that's
Instead
fine.
of 2.
I see.
Oh my god. Okay.
So I'm basically at 30 right now.
Yeah. Okay. What do you do now? You have
Yeah,
taken
then
that
I'm
knife
just
out.
very casually walking through the fiery tavern to the entrance, and I'll pick up Ursula and
Okay.
walk out.
So we start seeing Maslow just like walk calmly, like nothing's happening, not like something. Dexterity. Throw me a dexterity saving throw. Because I think your cockiness might just go against you.
Okay, let's see. Oh, it went down. I have to roll again.
Again, go.
So it's 17 + 3, so 20.
So he's just casually walking, you know, he's just taking a nice little stroll through this fiery fucking inferno you guys have created. And just an entire wooden beam just goes crashing down, and it's just kind of just like a warm breeze to Marsland. He just kind of continues walking, doesn't even realize
Yeah.
that
I'm
this
just
massive
like,
wooden
guys,
beam
don't
almost
look
crushed it
at
to death.
explosions. Right?
He almost got crushed to death, but he's just continuing walking. So he goes up to Ursula and he picks her up. Ingor, you are currently just with a tiefling in your arms saying, "Let go of me!
So-
What are you doing? You crazy man!"
I completely ignore him, and in the battle rage I'm at, I just, with a battle cry, use the tiefling as a battle ram and run to the door and just push the door open with his head.
Okay, do an athletics check. Throw me for athletics.
Okay. Please be a 20. It's an 8 athletics. I have a plus, which means +3, right?
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
an 11.
an 11. Yeah.
Okay, so before you manage, so you start like taking up some, you know, you start winding up, you start walking, you start running towards it, and before you can do anything, the tiefling just kind of manages to wiggle out and just kind of nopes out of there. You know, he's very small, he's very thin, kind of wiggles out, and you just bash yourself against the door because you didn't even realize the tiefling had wiggled out. So so now you're back on the floor from the recoil, and you take 5 fire damage.
The door opened though, right?
The door. What did you get? Was it an 11?
Yeah.
The door did not open. You could see splinters. Splinters flew everywhere. The door's still closed. So, Usu, throw out another constitution, see if you wake up. Oh,
Okay, I've got.
it's only one. It's only one.
Oh shit. Okay, reroll. 12.
12 plus
Uh,
2, 15. Well, you slowly come out of your daze, you know. It goes from
Oh,
very,
it's so
very... It goes from very black to very fucking orange. You're... And then just suddenly, out of nowhere, throw a constitution... Throw out another constitution check. To see how you deal with the pain.
19.
Okay, so... Wow, holy shit. So, you kind of slowly come out of your stupor of, you know, being chucked and hitting your head on a table. And, you just feel like a bit like, just kind of like a stiffness in your neck. Might be broken, but you just kind of feel like a stiffness, you know, just kind of like... I must have slept weird, you know? Never mind, you got thrown head first into the ground. It's just kind of just, you know, But you do see that everything's very fucking orange, and you're very fucking hot. That came out really wrong. Ooh. And you just look to your left, and you just see a whole lot of dragon abs, you know? You're like, damn, bro. Your hero,
The last
the one
thing
that
you
threw-
remember is like you're trying to save me, and now you're waking up. Like, what happened?
Vampire, you come for me.
So let's go back to Ingor for now because you guys are pretty far away from the fire. Ingor is in the middle of it. You're on the floor. The tiefling has just ran away. Again, he's done the exact same as the fucking bartender. Bigger fish to
Okay.
fry. My life's not worth it. He just runs
Stupid
past
fucking
them.
tiefling. He was supposed to be the ram, okay? Okay.
So you're engulfed in fire at this point.
Oh fuck.
Also, this music fucking slaps though.
It's Witcher.
Yep. Which
I don't know.
awesome.
I just kind of searched Tavern Brawl. Tavern Brawl music.
Okay, since I also realized that this was all kind of stupid and unnecessary, I take my weapon and just ram open the door in the most clean fashion.
The weapon the whole time.
What?
So you just kind of just fucking just bonk it and the door just crumbles. It's been just it's the fire and just it's just dried up from the intense heat in there. Which, by the way, you take 5 fire damage. Just by existing there for more than 2 seconds.
I just run.
It just fucking crumbles. Inside, once you do that, there's this big gust of wind that comes out, which only makes the fire stronger. Because of the really hot air mixing with the cold air got sucked out. And all the fire just blazes up. Inside, you see bottles and bottles of alcohol, and there's fire creeping at that time bomb. There's a pipe. You just opened a pipe bomb of a room. It's frozen meats and just fucking alcohol
So
and
just to
barrels
understand,
of wine and ale.
Igor didn't open the door to the exit, just to a room with
Yep.
more supplies.
That's
Yep.
what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
but-
Okay.
Okay, I guess I
This is-
didn't word that well, I guess.
This is the beauty of D&D and again in the role of your characters. You do one mistake, and I tell you it's a mistake, but technically your character doesn't know it's a mistake. They just see a door and they want to get through that door. I tell you, like, what the fuck are you doing that? But in your character's head, he needs to get through this door. He's also a bit dumb, but that's a different thing. He needs to get through this door. So now he's open and he's just seeing alcohol, barrels of extremely flammable substances, spirits as well. That's where they kept all of the expensive spirits. What do you do faced with this?
I'm like, oh shit, and run to the actual door. Needs outside.
Throw a Constitution
Oh,
saving throw.
okay, Constitution, that's a +3, I guess.
Yep.
I rolled an 11 plus 3, it's a 14.
Okay, take 5 fire damage.
Okay.
So you bolt to the main door. You run past Maslow and Ursula, because Maslow is for some reason going at a very leisurely pace,
Join
And-
time.
Because I can.
You guys leave the tavern and just kind of go far away. You turn around, and the second you do, fucking just a massive explosion brings the entire building down. There's debris everywhere. Throw for dexterity. Oh, Maslow, throw for dexterity with disadvantage. Tic-tac, throw for dexterity. Ursula, you're unfortunately on Maslow, so you just have to do.
I rolled an 18.
Oh, so I did roll a 1, so that's gonna be my lowest automatically. And it's also a critical failure, right?
Yep, it's a critical failure.
Why is my d20 only rolling once? That's
So-
like kind of...
Ingor sees the explosion and instantly hits the fucking deck, and he's fine. Maslow, on the other hand, and by extension Ursula, he just kind of like turns around. And he's just kind of like, "Oh, pretty fire," as he gets decked by a table that got launched from the explosion, and I mean decked. You guys go fucking flying. Maslow hits the floor faster than you can imagine. You take 15 damage.
Okay.
Holy shit. I'm trying not to kill you guys, but you guys are really trying hard. Ursula flies from there and just rolls on the floor until she hits a wall. She takes only 7 damage, and you're both unconscious.
Not again.
Nice.
Oh well, that
So
was fun.
Ingor just sees his friends just fly, And well, there are several wizards and spellcasters over there trying to cast some water onto it. There's a lot of sailors pushing seawater onto the tavern, trying to dumb down the flames that Ursula caused for no fucking reason.
True.
And yeah, I mean, you guys are out there. Ingor is on the floor, but he's okay. Mars is just gone. He's just gone. And Ursula is just kind of far away because she just rolled. What do you do, Ingor? Take into account the authorities are coming really fucking quickly.
Okay, I'm trying my best to focus and try to grab Marslow and Ursula as fast as I can and just run away.
Okay, so you just go up to Maslow. You pick him up, put him on your shoulder. He's bleeding a lot from his head. Holy shit!
And my hand. Yeah, right.
We'll deal with
And your
that
hand,
later.
yeah. And then you run over towards Ursula, pick her up. She's a lot lighter. You kind of go to pick her up, expecting the weight from the man on your shoulder, but you kind of don't. So she kind of goes up in the air for a second, but then you manage to catch her properly, And then you have Maslow on your shoulder. You have Ursula underneath your armpit, and you just bolt. And we will leave the session here because I have to have lunch.
That was so fun.
How did you guys? Oh my god!
I almost died. I only have 15 HP left.
Oh my!
Kept all you.
Ow!
You got to upload that to your channel. This was comedy.
Oh my god! Definitely. I
kind of want
to.
to say that it kind of was all Yuzu's fault because he shot down the
Definitely. No,
fucking
no, no, no.
To be
chat.
fair, I opened up the
Character,
time bomb.
right?
Well, to be fair, the time bomb was going to explode. You just kind of sped it up because, like, that door was not going to hold that fucking fire behind it. It was going to get in there. You just kind of sped it up and then made it so that you guys so that you guys couldn't run away before it. But yeah, that was it. That was your first role play session of D&D. What do you think of it?
Nice. It was so much fun, and you did a really good job, I think.
Thanks.
Explaining
Sure.
and setting the mood.
It was all completely improv. I have literally nothing written down. This morning I woke up early and I was like, oh yeah, let me just fucking prepare this. But then my girlfriend told me, hey, do you want to chat? I'm like, fine. And then I didn't work on anything. I just kind of made Usu's character and left it. So yeah, improv. The combat I will have to prepare just so I can have all of the enemies like ready. All of the
The
different stuff.
authorities arrive.
I mean, my original plan was throwing you into an arena, but honestly, yeah, it's gonna be the authorities. You're gonna fucking brawl against the fucking authorities. Also, Maslow, can we please talk about how you killed a man? We could ignore this.
Yeah, you know, it was it happened by an accident, so it's not waiting too much on my mind.
Your conscience is just like, yeah, I just fucking slash. It's an
Accidents happen, you know. Like,
And
and he did force himself on me, so it was kind of his fault.
the Me Too, just me.
Yeah.
No, another thing is, so the headlines for tomorrow with Tavern explodes, 20 dead, 17 injured.
Wow.
Excuse you, Usu. What was that? Okay, step by step. I want to hear the
Poor
idea behind it.
bartender.
I want to hear the idea behind it, Usu. Give it to me.
What?
Why?
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 Why not?
Okay, no, okay, no, that's fine, that's enough. That's the
Good
beauty of D&D,
role-playing.
that's enough.
I like how the bartender was like worrying about the health of how is he called again?
What? The tiefling?
TikTok's character.
Ingor.
TikTok's Igor. Oh, I already forgot. Like the bartender went from caring about the health of Igor to like his whole life got destroyed.
He was like, yo, you shouldn't drink too much, and suddenly his tavern explodes.
Yeah.
Oh, also, just so you guys know, in combat, okay, so each turn is 6 seconds, or at least in the universe of it, each turn is 6 seconds, just for like a reference. So usually, also in the role playing section, each time you do like, oh yeah, I'm gonna push this, and it's like something that they do continuously. It's usually you're pushing this for 6 seconds or around that time. So you guys know. So honestly, everything happened in about like 5 minutes. It was like a couple minutes of arguing with the bartender. About a minute and a half of like who the fuck covered me in ale, and then Ingolf gets punched, and then in about 2 minutes the tavern exploded in flames. Because it was a big fucking chandelier and everything was covered in alcohol.
This is so much fun.
Oh my god.
Ingol's solution to literally everything was to either pick someone up or run into something.
Oh, also, I have an idea. If you guys, I have an idea. I mentioned it before, but Uso wasn't here. I want to put a Google form on my Twitch account, so people can submit NPC ideas, which I will be forced to put in to the one shots and campaigns and all these different things. It's just like a fun interaction and just kind of crazy because I'm sure no one will give like serious answers.
Yeah,
and
sure.
and I will force myself to add them. So we're gonna have very weird NPCs. And it's not gonna be my fault. I promise. And yeah, that's about it. This was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the first thing. Next session will be the combat session, and we will go into fighting the authorities, and I will teach you guys the essentials of melee, ranged, and spellcasting fights and different roles in different things. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I'll stop
I'm hyped.
recording.